Hey guy. Comes back into her life and then things start going awry. Hey guys, I am in the car because my seat heater is on and it's feeling way too good and the sun feels so nice, except I can't. There we go. Yeah, I went and got a coffee, as you can see. I wanted to start a possible reading vlog. I don't know if it's gonna be solely a reading vlog or just like a normal vlog. I don't know yet, but I figured let's talk about my current read while I'm sitting in the warmth of my car because it just feels way too good. I'm currently reading The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. This is a chonky book. Also, I love deckled edges. I feel like that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but like I've always loved them. It makes me feel like I'm reading like some type of ancient tome or something. Yeah, I love them. But anyways, I am about 200 pages into this chunker and I am loving this. I knew I would just because I love this world, and also V.E. Schwab's writing is just like unmatched. Sorry, maybe I should just keep these on, I can't see. V.E. Schwab's writing is, it does something for me. It's it, you know, like she has it, and her storytelling is so good. The writing is absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, I'm dying actually. It's kind of hot in here now. I think I tried picking up Sky Shade a couple days ago and I just like wasn't feeling it. I don't know if I'm just not in the mood for YA right now. And then I picked up, the same day, I picked up Fragile Threads of Power, read like 70 pages in one sitting, and I was like, yeah, this is it. V.E. Schwab, we mesh. Like her writing, my reading, we mesh really well. And the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy by her is so good. It's very like classic fantasy feel. Make it so like impactful. I don't know, like by book 3 I was like, oh yeah, 5-star feeling. And this one follows some of the same characters from the Darker Shades trilogy. So we have Kel Maresh, who is an Antari, which is like the highest form of magic you can do. They're magicians, as well as Lila Bard, who's like a cross-dressing pirate girl. I love her. And then this book follows a couple new characters, and one of them, her name is Tess, and she works at like this repair shop, and she's repairing all sorts of like magical artifacts, but she can see the threads of magic, probably hence the name Fragile Threads of Power, and she can weave and like mend broken magic, and I can kind of see where this might be going. Not to give anything away, because obviously this book follows after the events of Darker Shades of Magic, like the entire trilogy. Like after book 3, this one picks, I think it's like 7 years later or something, and there's lots of flashbacks. But I don't want to give anything away, but at the same time, I do just want to say that like, I can kind of see where this is going based on the ending of the last one and a certain character, and then the new characters. And I just love the way V.E. Schwab weaves and interconnects different character stories and makes it all kind of come together and make sense by the end. So yeah, this one, like I said, we're following, I think, at least 3 different, there's more than that, like POV wise, but I think there's like technically 3 like main storylines. So we have the magic mender girl. We have Lila, who's now, again, I can't really say anything. There's Lila, and then there's Kel, there's Rye, who's like Kel's brother, not by blood, but kind of by happenstance, how they were raised. And I love Rye as well. You have Alucard, Oh, I just love the characters in these books. But anyway, yeah, I will let you guys know if and when I have updates on reading. I feel like once again I can't say much because this is kind of interconnected with an entire series that you need to read first. So, but yeah, needless to say, I'm having a grand old time with this. I'm gonna go inside, bring my coffee in, and I need to make a thumbnail and upload my first video in an entire month. It's been an entire month. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. It's Friday, the vibes are good. I worked out, got ready, ate breakfast, went and got a coffee, and now we're gonna go sit down and get some stuff done. I also do have a little bit, or should do a little bit of packing today. I have time, but I kind of wanna just, because I do have time, do a little bit slowly every single day to make the load a little bit less. I don't like leaving packing and moving all to like one scrunched timeline because that just gets really stressful and overwhelming, and we're not doing that because we don't need to do that. Yeah, it's really hot in here, so I'm gonna go inside. Hi, what is up, my guy? Just showing off the outfit as usual. And the bombas. I don't know why I'm out of breath, but as you can see, I just uploaded my first YouTube video in a whole month. So go watch that catch up if you haven't already. It'll explain why my bookshelves are empty and where I'm going, what's going on. But yeah, I got my hair dyed a little more red yesterday and I am obsessed. I had a hair appointment like 2 months ago and I think I showed you guys that as well. And it ended up being a lot more brown than we intended. So I did still want to try to go more red this time around and I'm so happy with it. Hopefully it doesn't like wash out and fade out extremely quickly as I've heard that red does. We'll see. But yeah, haven't actually read it all yet today, so that's the only update. Not even an update, just me wanting to say hi.
Winter, like for winter, like the way he keeps her on dry and the way he expressed, like he tells her things.
Good morning. It's now like a couple days later. I think I've shown you B-roll from the last couple of days, but I think the last time I talked was at least 2 days ago. Anyway, I did want to come on and update you guys that I did finish The Fragile Threads of Power last night by V.E. Schwab. This chunky 644 page book, and I'm really happy that I picked this up finally. One second. Really happy that I picked this up finally because I love this world so much. I love V.E. Schwab's writing. This follows the events of the Darker Shades trilogy. It's set in the same world. It has some of the same characters, but also some new characters. And I don't know, there is just something about this world that's so unique, but also just feels like coming home. I don't know. I started reading it and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want. And it is multiple points of view. I can't remember how many POVs you get in the first like Darker Shades of Magic book, but by this time you know so many of these characters and you get so many of their POVs that it's not confusing to me. Like it interweaves perfectly. Around the halfway point of the book, I started seeing where those different like interweaving plot lines were going and I was like, yes, I like this. I'm on board for this. The characters, like I keep saying, I just love them so much. Like I feel like they're real people. I want more of them. Lila is like a cross-dressing wannabe pirate. That's how I would describe her in Darker Shades of Magic. Kel is an Antari magician, which is like the highest level of magician that you can be. You're very powerful. You have Antari, almost all of them have like one regular eye and one black eye. That kind of is like the mark of them being Antari. And the difference between like a regular person with like elemental magic and an Antari is that along with different types of magic, they can also say different spells. For example, they can say like as traverse and then like travel between worlds or between places within the same world. I don't know, it's really cool, really unique magic, and I just love that I love the adventures that they go on. They feel very much like classic adventure fantasy, and I would say the same for this one as well. If you haven't read V.E. Schwab and you haven't read Darker Shades of Magic, please, please do. You will not regret it. Again, it's just, I can't even explain, I can't even like properly justify or say like why. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of have, but when I love a book this much or a series this much, it's really hard for me to articulate how much or why I love it. So just read Darker Shades of Magic so that you can see what I'm talking about, because her writing is magical. I was savoring every word. Not only is her writing beautiful, but it's also, like I said, her storytelling is genius. The way that she weaves plot lines, the way that she uses multiple locations and points of view in different times. Like, this is jumping back and forth in multiple timelines with multiple POVs, but at no point was I confused. Like, I knew exactly what she was doing, and I don't know, this is one of my favorite authors, like newfound authors this year. I think two authors that I've read the most from, new authors this year, is Helen Schurer, because I read like the entire Blood and Steel series, and then V.E. Schwab, because I read all of the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy. I read Bury Our Bones, and then now I read this one, and I have no regrets, because I think she's gonna go down as one of my like all-time favorite authors. Like, I need to keep reading everything she writes. I'm obsessed. Also, like I mentioned, there's just something about the reading experience with a book that has deckled edges that I love so much. I found myself, like, I'll be reading and I'll just be like, they just feel so nice. I don't know. Anyway, this is much more like fantasy than romantasy. There are like side plots of romance. Again, those mostly develop though in like the Darker Shades trilogy. So definitely I would suggest reading those first, but you do get little bits and snippets of those romances in this one as well, but I would not by any means say that this is romancy. This is definitely like pure fantasy with small crumbs of romance here and there. It's mostly plot and pure magic and adventure, and I love it so much. There's actually, I feel like the plot line, like the main overarching plot line of Darker Shades of Magic, reminds me a little bit of Throne of Glass. So there, I said it. If you're a Throne of Glass girly, you must read Shades of Magic. I think you will love it. So anyway, that's just me gushing over this book. I did indeed give it 5 stars because I don't know, I savored every word. It wasn't one of those books where I got like the giddy 5-star feeling. It's a 5-star in the fact that, like I said, I savored every word. I always was excited to pick it up. Every time I was in it, I was really in it, and it's just, again, her writing, her storytelling is a 5-star experience. So that's that. I really don't know what I want to pick up next, because maybe we'll go look at my TBR cart. Also only like 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's still dark out. It's supposed to be snowing. I can't see to see if it's like there's snow on the ground though. Let's go to the office and pick out my next book. TBR cart, can you see it? Okay, so we have Skyshade, which is the other book that I tried reading in this vlog, and I got like 10 pages in and chose Fragile Threads instead. We have The Enchanted Greenhouse, which is cozy fantasy that comes after The Spell Shop, which I loved. The Spell Shop, gave it 5 stars. I don't know if I'm in the mood for that at this point, and I do think I want to save it for like December maybe, like winter. That's the vibes it's giving me. This is the second book. It's called what is it called? His Grace the Duke, and this comes after, it's the Second Son series. It's book 2 in the Second Son series by Emily Rath, and I really loved the first one. And then we have Unnatural by Mia Sheridan, which is on my November TBR. We have Overruled by Lana Ferguson, which has been on here forever. We also have a bunch of Kindle options. I'm back with reading updates. I did start Unnatural this morning and I'm now like, I want to say 55 pages in. Also, it's been snowing lightly all day, like it snowed overnight. I showed you guys earlier and it just looks so beautiful, just like that first snowfall that just sits heavy in all of the trees. It just looks so pretty. And I went and got groceries, so I got, you know, the boring stuff out of the way today so that I could then sit and enjoy the cozy snowy vibes and read my book. So that's what we're doing, and so far I'm intrigued, but this is giving more like eerie vibes, uncomfortable vibes than I thought, and I think it's just because so far in the first couple chapters we're dealing with like sick kids, right? Obviously based on what the back says. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I was gonna even say there and why I needed to look at the back, but basically we're following these kids that are in this hospital and all they really know is pain and tumors and surgery because there's this group of children that were born with, I can't remember what it's called, it's like, maybe that's what the drug was called, it's like ADMH or something. ADMH babies is what they call themselves. Babies born to, you know, mothers who were on this drug that then caused these babies to like be born with cancerous tumors. And so yeah, obviously check your triggers. If you have any like health fears and stuff like that, maybe don't read this, because already I'm like, I don't know if this was the vibe I was going for right now or the mood that I was in right now, but either way I am definitely intrigued and do want to see what's going to happen. I have a bad habit of doing this sometimes, of kind of flipping forward and just like reading random words on random pages, just to make sure that it was like the vibe I wanted right now, and I think I am gonna continue with it for now. Again, I don't know if this is really the vibe I was going for. It's definitely way more like sad and medical than I was thinking. Anyway, besides the point. So it's following this girl and this boy, and it seems like they're both in some type of hospital setting, but the girl that we're following, Autumn, she's a child right now, and she honestly feels okay, but like all her friends around her are dying of like tumors and having to get surgeries, and then yeah, it's just really sad. And then, but she has this nurse who was really nice and kind of gave her some advice, and now she's feeling a little better. She's kind of getting her strength up. Of course, that nurse disappeared like the next day, right? So something nefarious is definitely going on here. It's very obvious. Like all the clues are there. And then the other thing is she keeps having these dreams of this boy, this like really big, muscular boy who also has like scars all over and just weird things, right? And then I think I've had like one chapter in his POV so far, and he's also in like a hospital setting, and it sounds like they might be doing, I don't know what's going on or really, I mean, I have an idea of where this is going based on the synopsis and stuff, but I don't know, man. This book is crazy so far. Like, yeah, the first book in this series is also a bit wild, unhinged, shocked me, took me by surprise, but I don't know if this is what I was expecting or not. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have on that. Hopefully the noises behind me weren't, you know, super annoying the entire time in this clip. I've got the fireplace on, I've got laundry going as usual. I worked out and then I showered and then I ate lunch, and now I'm going to, what time is it? Hello. My watch won't wake up. I'm going to read for a little while longer while it's being cozy and snowy outside, and then at some point I do need to fold my laundry, make dinner, all the fun stuff. That's what we've got going on. It's a snowy, cozy day. And also, there was something that happened in the chapter I'm on that I was going to mention. I don't remember what I was going to say. There was definitely something that I just read that I was going to come on here and mention. So if I remember it, I'll come back. Oh, I just remembered what it was because I started reading again. So to convince herself that this Moonlight boy or whatever is real and not just like a part of her dreams, she put a piece of his like silvery hair and placed it underneath her tongue so that like when she woke up, if it was still there, that would prove to her that it wasn't a dream. And I get it, but that is so weird to me. Putting someone's hair underneath your tongue and then just like leaving it there for hours? Ew. Hello, hello. I'm currently dressed up. Okay, you're up way too high to even see. I'm currently dressed up, kind of, for my dad's birthday dinner tonight. But I did kind of want to do a little reading update real quick because, yeah, I've been devouring this book, and I don't remember where I was at the last check-in I did. I think I was, I don't know, maybe like 100 pages in. I am now like 350 pages in. I did stop in the middle of a chapter, which is bizarre of me. I think it's just because I could not tear myself away from it this morning, so I finally forced myself to put it down and eat breakfast and like start my day. Anyway, I did want to mention that I have been eating this up. The thing about these books and this series is that once you're in it, you're in it. Like, it's very addicting, it's very fast-paced because it's so out there, it's so bizarre. And I don't mean that in a way of like, this couldn't happen, but it is such a very specific set of circumstances, which makes it very unique, right? So because of this very specific set of circumstances, you also get a very specific type of MMC that you don't, I wouldn't say you don't really get in most other romance books, because a lot of them, due to their very traumatic pasts, are like innocent. They have this innocence about them because they haven't really experienced real life. And again, I have to kind of be vague so I don't give anything away, but at the same time, I want you to know going into this that like, this is not a normal romance. This is not like a cute, cozy fall romance. This is very much psychological thriller with romance, but also I would say even a little bit of horror. Like, I found myself feeling like uncomfortable at times and horrified, obviously, by the things that are being done or have happened in the past or are suspected to have happened in the past. Some of this is very heavy. Going into this like cozy season of like Christmas and stuff, it's not something that I would have usually picked up, but perfect for like October, I would say, in spooky season. So spooky season, maybe not cozy season, but regardless, now that I am like in it, it's good. It's very good in the way of like, you can't look away, you want to know what's going to happen. It's very strange and eerie, and yeah. But I do love the tenderness between our two main characters. So amongst all of this like horrifying stuff, there are these very vulnerable, tender moments between the two main characters, and that's exactly how the first book felt as well. Unwanted, that followed, I now remember some things, follows Jack and Harper, who we got a little cameo of in this book, hence why I can remember their names, which I love that aspect as well, like bringing them into this story. I love when interconnected books do that. They bring characters that you already know and love into the story, and it just feels, it feels nice. Things are starting to finally, I would say, move and possibly not quite get solved yet, but like we're getting somewhere. We're starting to kind of connect some dots and be like, oh. And some of the characters are also starting to have those moments of like self-doubt, like, oh, maybe the way that I was brought up was actually not good, and that's why I have all of these mental issues and whatever. But anyway, it's fascinating. This book is fascinating. It's intriguing. It's very different from other romance. Like, I don't know what other romance has these like very strong psychological and almost horror-esque elements to them. I don't really know. Let me know if you know. This one kind of is also giving me a little bit of like, and I don't know if she drew inspiration from this or not. I'll have to read the author's note at the end. Or not the author's note, but like the acknowledgements, and just see if she says anything. But I'm wondering if this is like loosely based on like Frankenstein, maybe? I don't know. I'm getting some of those like vibes from it. So again, perfect for October. That's my update. I actually had a lot to say for once and wanted to show you that I got ready and dressed up, which does not happen very often. But yeah, I need to go to the store. I need to get gas. I need to go get my dad a birthday card, so I'm not just showing up empty-handed. It's like that meme of like the millennial girl dancing for her grandma, and she's like, I'm broke, so this is all you're getting for your birthday, and the grandma's like, yay, sweetie, I loved it. Anyway, that's gonna be my gift this year to anyone and everyone. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some stuff done. My car is heating up, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, I am back again real quick because I wanted to unbox something with you that just came. Not really bookish related, but kind of reading related, I guess. Again, sorry for the bad lighting, it's completely gloomy outside. Also say hi to bestie Ellen Catherine that we have over on YouTube over here. But anyway, I ordered something, I'll show it to you. Also, tell me why the box looks like it got ravaged by a bear. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like It's like tore up. Overthinking, right, anxious, move. Cute little card. But anyway, I ended up ordering a blanket from the brand Comfort. This brand right here. Because I saw this color and it looked so soft and it looked so beautiful and I could not help myself. And this thing's supposed to be pretty big, so I was pleasantly surprised when the box wasn't that heavy. I'm so excited to feel this thing. Everyone talks about this blanket and says they're like so soft. Oh my god. I was kind of hoping it would come in like some kind of like carrier or like at least one of those, you know, hard plastic pouch things. Oh no, my camera's gonna die. But anyway, this is the blanket. I got the large one, the Dreamer blanket in the color Bear. I'm obsessed. So cute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can't tell on camera, but she's literally massive. But yeah, camera's about to die, so I'm gonna go charge that. But I'm so excited for the coziest reading times. This thing is like king, I think it's like king bed sized almost. It had a like 6-foot guy holding it up and it covered his entire body. So my husband's always complaining we don't have blankets that are long enough for him. So I figured this would be perfect for both of us to cuddle under. And it really is the softest thing I've ever felt. So also the branding. So cute. Look at that material. I can't wait to use this and read under it. Anyway, I'm gonna go charge. Hello. It is now multiple days later, I'm pretty sure. Things have been absolutely hectic. And if I look absolutely drained, it's because I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, but that's besides the point. I wanted to get on and kind of wrap this vlog up and do like my final thoughts on, for sure, Unnatural, because I don't think I actually came on here when I finished this to talk about this. I pretty much have said everything that I wanted to say about it. I ended up giving this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really like the uniqueness of this romance series, the fact that it's romance but also heavily like psychological thriller. This one to me also had kind of like horror vibes. Just the things that happen to these characters, they're very traumatic. So you get this very specific set of conditions in these books that creates a very specific type of MMC that you don't really get in many other romance books because of the specific set of, you know, circumstances that they are raised in. And so yeah, you end up getting these like really kind of innocent main male characters and some of the female main characters too, but you get these like really innocent main male characters who also have like hearts of gold, and I love them. They're raised to be, you know, like ruthless and whatever, but it just shows how much, you know, their humanity can shine through. And I love the relationships that end up being built in these books. They're very tender and vulnerable because of that kind of like trauma. And this one specifically, the shared trauma, really makes their bond so much better. I feel like I'm saying a lot of this kind of without context, but I don't want to like spoil anything. I think these books are fun to go into without knowing too much. However, I will say you might want to check your triggers. Like if you have any type of aversion to like children being sick and in hospitals, yeah, just basically look up your triggers if you think you need to. Otherwise, I do think that these are fun to kind of go into blind. Now, I wouldn't say that these books per se are fun because of the nature of like the topics discussed and what these characters go through, but they are thrilling and they are good and I do enjoy them. So there's that. I gave this 4 stars, like I said. I would recommend this if you've checked the triggers and you think you want to read it, or you don't really need to check triggers and you think you want to read it, then I recommend it. And then after that, I think just yesterday, so I'm not very far in, I'm only like 20% in, I did start my reread of Quicksilver in preparation for Brimstone, which comes out now in just a few days. Today's Friday and it comes out Tuesday, so 4 days. It comes out in like 4 days. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I don't think I am gonna like do much. I'm not gonna really talk much about the reread in this vlog because I don't know, for some reason I think that talking about rereads or doing a reread in a vlog is like boring. Maybe it's not to you guys, let me know. But yeah, I didn't plan on really reading this one in this vlog, but I did start my reread. I wanted to at least mention that I started my reread of Quicksilver in preparation for Brimstone. I wanted to make sure that it was super fresh in my mind because something about me is I forget. So yeah, oh, I also got a new skin from Morley Co. I can put her handle here on Instagram. But yeah, I bought a couple of Kindle inserts from her brand, and this one is like part of the Dark Academia set, and I love it. It's so freaking cute. And then I got a Christmas one as well, but that's out there, so I'll show you eventually, probably once that's on. But yeah, I'm going to end this vlog here because I am now like a little over a week out from having my apartment, my house, whatever, packed up so we can start our travel situation. And the problem is I'm gonna have to like, my computer is gonna be like packed away and the desk and everything's gonna be gone like next week. So I need to get this video edited and up as soon as possible. So we're gonna end it here. I don't know when I'll be back because with this whole travel thing, I do need to get like a new laptop that's capable of having editing software on it. I don't know, my current laptop is a Microsoft Surface, I think is what it's called, and I've had it forever, and it's just not, it's not what I need for like editing software to work. Like it's, I don't know what it needs to have for editing software to like work well, but that one's not it. So I will be getting a new laptop once we are traveling. So probably in like the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be looking into that. And so yeah, I don't know exactly when the next video will be, but I wanted to give you guys something. Thank you so much if you have watched this far. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to know what you're up to, what you're reading. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you next time. Bye.